Let's get into our NFL picks, though. And Brett, just to recap off of episode 107, I did take the opening line on the Packers at -7. But like I said at the top of the show, this worked against me because the line is now Green Bay -6.5.
Yeah, I mean, the difference there is splitting hair, Higgins, but it did move down half a point, but maybe a little more juice. I'm seeing it at -115, and I'm actually gonna hop on board with you. This feels like Green Bay is the rested team versus the Rams, who I don't know if they have the most injuries coming into this weekend, but they certainly have the biggest, whether it be Jared Goff / John Walford or Aaron Donald. So those are very key pieces for the Rams, and I'm not sure it's so easy to replace those guys.
Yeah, coming to the frozen tundra is hard enough as it is, and then when your starting quarterback on his throwing hand has 3 pins in his thumb, makes it even harder to keep the hands warm, keep everything working. That's why I bet against Jared Goff out the gate, really. Aaron Donald, that's another interesting point. We'll see if he ends up playing.
Well, I gotta be honest with you. Is he the starting quarterback? Because last weekend, Walford would have been the quarterback if, I mean, I guess Goff was in case of emergency and emergency happened, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, is it even a lock that it's Goff? I guess it's Goff this week.
He's listed as their starter right now.
I guess it's got to be Goff this week.
It's got to be
Could you
Goff.
imagine if it's Walford, though?
Very interesting, very interesting. Also an interesting thing that happened with the Packers. They were supposed to make history on Saturday when Jared Veldheer was going to suit up for the Packers. Veldheer last week was on the Colts. And because of the special COVID protocol, practice squad players able to suit up for games, it made it so that he was immediately able to be signed by the Packers this week after that Colts game. And so Veldheer played for the Packers last year, familiar blocking for Aaron Rodgers, but he tested positive for coronavirus, unfortunately. So,
Wow.
Yeah.
Crazy story.
Was gonna be the first and only player to suit up for 2 different teams in the same playoffs in the same year, but he's not gonna be able to suit up this weekend, unfortunately.
Well, they'll have to figure out what they're going to do at left tackle now. That's big for the Packers. Maybe I don't want to place that bet. No, I'm still in it. I'm still taking Rodgers, Devontae Adams, Aaron Jones, all those guys at home. Who knows? Weather could be a factor. I don't know if Southern California Jared Goff really wants to be playing in Green Bay, Wisconsin in January.
No one wants to play in Green Bay, Wisconsin in January except for the Packers and only the Packers. And even some of the Packers are probably like, it's pretty damn cold right now.
Well, you know what's interesting, Higgins? Lamar Jackson might be playing in his first snow game in the NFL, and he openly admitted that
His first snow game ever.
Ever, period?
He's from Southern Florida. He didn't play in a single snow game in his few years in the ACC, I believe.
Yeah, I mean, I guess. So, okay, first game ever. Not sure he openly admitted he's not looking forward to it in the playoffs, so Buffalo -3 sounds pretty good to me. I know you wanted to take it, but you did me a favor. You stayed off of it for the Pillars, and I thank you, and Amanda thanks you, because if we killed her team, that would have been tough.
I agree. Now, an interesting note about these two teams, they are both 11-6 against the spread this year.
That is an interesting note. So they're both very good against the spread.
Identically good.
Yeah, but the fact that it's not a full field, like the fact that it's not 3.5, and it's like the full field goal, but I can push, makes me feel good about this number.
Now, another spot in this game that I think I'm looking at, this over-under. Both of these offenses can be explosive.
Okay.
Buffalo's defense is the only thing that's keeping me from taking that over right now, because I do have a lot of respect for that secondary. But 50, I could see more than 7 touchdowns being scored in this game.
Yeah, the snow has me thinking under, but who knows? Snow could cause sloppy defense, so it could really go either way.
It really could. I mean, running the ball. Lamar's great at running the ball. What if he
So
finds
is
out he
Josh
likes
Allen.
playing in the snow?
What if he likes playing in the snow? Well, then he'll be mad he grew up in Florida. Let me tell you, there are states where it starts snowing in September, Higgins.
There are some states that it starts snowing in September. That is true. Neither of those places will have a game on Sunday, though. I mean, Kansas City, maybe it's a little cold, maybe it's snowy. Not quite sure. It's going to be 41, not planning on snow. But I will tell you, Brett, in their past 8 games, Kansas City has not covered the spread.
Yeah, that's a long streak. That would that would have me nervous if I was trying to back this KC -10.
They're 0-7-1. They pushed against the Chargers with that overtime field goal.
Do you
Or
know
sorry,
the
against New Orleans.
Do you know the last team they covered against, Higgins?
The Jets.
Uh, all right, so you
I'm
knew.
sorry, I'm looking at it. I'm sorry.
Ah, it's okay. I knew offhand. It was a fun trivia question. Anything that bashes the Jets, I could tell you offhand.
But I am going to be on Cleveland plus 10 because the Chiefs haven't covered the spread recently. And with my passionate speech about the Browns last week, how can I not back them again? Browns all the way. I said it. I am hitching my bandwagon to the Browns. I am riding it all the way. I can't take the money line on this podcast confidently enough, so I am taking the spread on the podcast. Maybe I will find myself sprinkling on the money line closer to the day if I get confident. But Cleveland plus 10 sounds pretty good against a team that hasn't been able to cover recently.
Yeah, I wouldn't bet on Cleveland to win the game, but plus 10, I think you've laid out all the numbers and all the reasons why. So Cleveland plus 10, I think, is the play here, Higgins, and kind of like you're doing for me with Buffalo, just staying off that one for you, man. Good win.
and
Hopefully,
then
knock on wood.
and then we have the old timers. How is the NFL going to do the old timers like that, making them stay up late Sunday night? They want to be up early Monday morning, I'm sure. Come on now. You got Tom Brady and Drew Brees, the 240-plus-year-olds, facing off against each other Sunday night. Bucks and the Saints. And Brett, we mentioned it last episode about how hard it is to beat a team 3 times in a row, but I think the Saints are going to do it again. And -3, I'm comfortable enough taking that. I'm okay with it potentially being a push with the field goal win at the very end. Wouldn't be surprised if it's a very close game. But Tampa Bay did not look fantastic against Washington. Taylor Heineke looked fantastic. Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints is much better than Washington and Taylor Heineke. So I expect the Saints to be able to score a lot better. It'll be interesting to see if Tom Brady keeps up. I don't think he does. Saints -3.
Yeah, New Orleans has been the much better team the previous times these two teams have matched up, but I just, I don't know, man. I can't go full in on the Saints just because it's so hard to beat a team 3 times. I think that's the way I'm leaning for sure. On Sunday, I have no bets right now. I'm sure that won't be the case when I wake up on Sunday, Higgins. I'll probably find myself on this Bucks Saints game. Right now, I'm leaning the New Orleans side. Maybe I'm willing to lay the juice and just take it on the money line to be safe, but I haven't made the decision yet, and I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to do, but that's my lean right now. New Orleans, but it's just so hard to beat a team 3 times. That's what scares me from fully committing.
Well, just let me know if we break the pillars and you get on New Orleans -3. Hopefully the spread changes a little bit by then, so it's at least a little bit of a different line, kind of like that Packers game.
Yeah, no, I feel you. So we need to move that line a little bit. So hey, all our listeners, move it a little bit.